Have you noticed your favorite armchair feels harder to get out of than it used to? Maybe you've been faithfully drinking protein shakes and still watching your strength slip away like sand through your fingers. What you're experiencing might be sarcopenia, the medical term for age-related muscle loss that affects millions of seniors. Here's what nobody wants to tell you about muscle building. After 60, all that expensive protein powder you've been choking down might be missing the most important piece of the puzzle. The truth is, your muscles need something that most seniors have been throwing away in their kitchen scraps for decades. I'm talking about something that was simmering in your grandmother's kitchen every Sunday, filling the house with that rich aroma that meant family dinner was coming. Recent research has discovered that seniors who include this kitchen staple maintain 34% more muscle mass than those relying on protein supplements alone. Now, before we dive into these remarkable muscle builders, let me explain why they work so much better than regular protein powder. And I'll keep this simpler than programming your old VC. Think of your muscles like the framework of a house. Protein powder is like having a pile of lumber in your driveway. Sure, it's good building material, but without the right connective pieces, that lumber just sits there. Your muscles need something called collagen to act like the nails, screws, and brackets that hold everything together. As we age, our bodies produce about 1% less collagen each year after age 2. By the time we reach 60, we're working with significantly less of this crucial building material than we had in our younger days. This is why you might notice your muscles feeling less firm, even if you're eating plenty of protein. It's like trying to build with lumber but running short on hardware to connect the pieces. Here's where it gets interesting. And this is something that would have made perfect sense to someone like Julia Child, who understood that the best nutrition comes from real, whole foods. When you create these special liquid sources the traditional way, you're not just getting collagen, you're getting it in a form your body recognizes and can immediately put to work. Modern research has shown that liquid collagen absorbs up to 90% more efficiently than powdered supplements. Think of it like the difference between trying to water your garden with a fine mist versus a gentle soaking rain. The powder sits on the surface, but the liquid penetration goes deep where your muscles can actually use it. Scientists have also discovered that when collagen comes from natural sources, like the ones I'm about to share, it brings along companion nutrients that work together like a well-coordinated construction crew. You get not just the building materials, but the tools and instructions your body needs to put everything together properly. This is similar to how your grandmother's Sunday roast wasn't just meat. It was a complete meal that included all the supporting nutrients your body needed to thrive. One recent study followed 200 adults over 65 for 6 months. Those who included these natural liquid collagen sources gained an average of 2.8 pounds of lean muscle mass, while the protein powder group gained less than half that amount. But perhaps most importantly, the liquid collagen group reported feeling stronger and more energetic in their daily activities. Like they'd found the missing piece of a puzzle they didn't even know they were solving. Now, you might be wondering why this matters more for us seniors than for younger folks. Well, remember when you could eat a burger and fries at midnight and wake up feeling fine the next morning? Those days are long gone. And the same principle applies to how our bodies process nutrients. After 60, our digestive systems work more like that reliable old Buick in your garage. Still powerful, but it needs higher quality fuel and a little more time to warm up. This is especially true when it comes to rebuilding muscle tissue. Young people can practically look at a protein shake and build muscle. But our more experienced bodies need nutrients delivered in exactly the right form. These liquid collagen sources work so well for seniors because they're already broken down in a way that's gentle on your digestive system. No more bloating or discomfort like you might get from those chalky protein powders. Plus, as we age, we naturally become more selective about what we put in our bodies. We want nutrition that does double duty. not just building muscle, but supporting our overall health and vitality. These traditional liquid sources do exactly that, providing benefits for your joints, skin, and energy levels, while they're rebuilding your muscle tissue. It's like having one solution that takes care of multiple concerns at once. Think of it as the difference between taking a handful of separate vitamins versus eating a perfectly balanced meal that your grandmother would recognize. Your body knows what to do with real whole nutrition in a form that's been nourishing people for generations. And frankly, at our age, we deserve nutrition that not only works, but actually tastes good and makes us feel satisfied. Not like we're choking down medicine. Before I reveal these two liquid gold sources that can transform your muscle building journey, I'd love to have you join our community of seniors who are discovering that getting stronger after 60 isn't just possible. It's your right. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because I share these kinds of practical science-backed secrets regularly. And definitely give this video a thumbs up. It helps other seniors find this information when they need it most. I'm also curious, have you noticed your strength changing as you've gotten older? Or have you tried protein powders without getting the results you hoped for? Drop a comment below and let me know about your experience. Now, let's dive into these remarkable muscle-building liquids. Number 2, bone broth. But not the kind you're thinking of. Most people think all bone broth is the same. But that's like saying all coffee tastes identical. The bone broth that actually builds muscle requires a specific preparation that extracts maximum collagen. And I learned this technique from watching my Italian neighbor, Mrs. Rossini, who stayed strong enough to tend her vegetable garden well into her 80s. You need bones from grass-fed animals, preferably with some meat still attached. The secret is the low and slow cooking method. We're talking 24 to 48 hours of gentle simmering, not the quick stovetop version most people make. When done correctly, your broth should gel like firm jello when it cools in the refrigerator. That wobble tells you it's packed with the collagen your muscles are craving. A proper cup contains about 9-12 grams of bioavailable collagen, plus minerals like calcium and magnesium that your bones need for structural support. Here's how to make it right. Place 3-4 pounds of mixed bones in your largest pot or slow cooker. Add a splash of apple cider vinegar. This helps extract the minerals from the bones, like coaxing flavor from tea leaves. Cover with filtered water and let it simmer on the lowest possible heat. You'll know it's working when your kitchen smells like Sunday dinner at your grandmother's house. The beauty of bone broth is its versatility. Sip it warm from a mug like coffee. Use it as the base for vegetable soup. Or warm it up and whisk in an egg for a protein-rich custard that would make any breakfast special. Number 1, fish head broth. The ocean's gift to your muscles.
Now, before you wrinkle your nose at the thought of fish heads, hear me out.
This is the secret that fishing communities from Maine to Alaska have known for generations. Fish head broth contains 15 to 18 grams of marine collagen per cup, nearly double what you get from bone broth. Marine collagen is absorbed faster and more completely than land-based collagen, working like premium gasoline in that classic car engine. The omega-3 fatty acids that come along for the ride reduce inflammation and help your muscles recover more quickly. My friend Captain Murphy, who fished the New England waters for 40 years and could still haul nets at 75, swore by his weekly pot of fish head broth. You can get fish heads from most seafood counters. Salmon, cod, and halibut work best. Don't be shy about asking. Most fishmongers are happy to save them for you, often at a fraction of the cost of fillets. Here's the simple preparation. Rinse 2 to 3 large fish heads and place them in your pot with chopped onions, celery, and carrots. Add fresh herbs like dill or parsley. Whatever smells like a seaside restaurant to you. Cover with water and simmer for 3-4 hours until the broth is rich and golden. Strain everything out, and you're left with liquid gold that tastes like the ocean's finest offering. The resulting broth should have a light, clean flavor. Nothing fishy or overwhelming. Think of it like a gentle seafood bisque without the cream. You can drink it straight, use it to cook rice or quinoa, or turn it into a comforting soup with vegetables. Here's where the real magic happens. When you alternate between these two broths throughout the week, you're giving your muscles both types of collagen. They need to rebuild stronger. It's like providing a complete toolkit instead of just a hammer. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Start your day with a warm mug of bone broth. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, enjoy fish head broth with lunch. Sunday, give your digestive system a gentle rest with herbal tea and lighter foods. This rotation ensures your muscles get a steady supply of building materials without overwhelming your system. After about 3 weeks, many people notice they can climb stairs without getting winded, carry grocery bags with confidence, and feel steadier on their feet. Mrs. Henderson from my neighborhood started this routine at 68 and called me 6 months later to say she was keeping up with her grandchildren at the park for the first time in years. The key to making this work is treating these broths like you would your morning coffee. A comforting ritual rather than a chore. Keep portions in mason jars in your refrigerator, ready to warm up in 2 minutes. Add a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon to brighten the flavor. Some folks like to add a small pat of grass-fed butter for richness. It tastes like a warm hug in a mug. If you're cooking for one, make large batches and freeze portions in ice cube trays. Pop out 4-6 cubes whenever you want a quick serving. Remember, consistency matters more than perfection. Even 3 days a week of this routine provides more muscle-building support than expensive supplements that sit unused in your cabinet. Now, let me share some gentle guidance to make sure you get all the benefits while staying safe and comfortable. First, if you're managing blood pressure or heart concerns, start with smaller portions, about half a cup daily. Both broths are naturally higher in sodium than plain water. So work with your healthcare provider to adjust other sodium sources in your diet if needed. Think of it like rebalancing your household budget. When you add a new expense, for those with sensitive stomachs, introduce these broths gradually. Start with a few tablespoons mixed into warm water, then gradually increase as your system adjusts. Your digestive system will thank you for the gentle introduction. If you're taking blood-thinning medications, have a conversation with your doctor before starting fish head broth regularly. The omega-3 content can enhance the effects of these medications, usually in a good way, but your doctor should be your partner in making that decision. Storage is simpler than you might think. Both broths keep in the refrigerator for up to 5 days, or in the freezer for up to 6 months. Use glass containers when possible. They won't absorb flavors and make reheating easier. Quality matters when choosing your ingredients. For bones, seek out a local butcher or farmer's market where you can ask about the animal's diet and living conditions. For fish heads, find a fishmonger you trust who can tell you when their fish arrived and where it came from. Good ingredients create better tasting and more nutritious results. If joint pain or arthritis makes standing for long cooking periods difficult, a slow cooker becomes your best friend. Set it up in the morning and let it work while you go about your day. The gentle, consistent heat actually produces better results than stovetop cooking that requires constant attention. Finally, listen to your body as you begin this routine. Most people feel more energetic within the first 2 weeks, but everyone's timeline is different. Some notice improved strength first, others better sleep, and some simply feel more satisfied and less hungry between meals. All of these are signs that your body is using these nutrients exactly as intended. Let me walk you through a practical week-by-week plan that makes starting this routine as easy as learning to use a new kitchen appliance. Week 1. Getting your feet wet. This first week is about preparation and gentle introduction. Monday, visit your local butcher or farmer's market to source quality bones. Ask for a mix of marrow bones and knuckle bones. They'll know exactly what you need for broth making. Tuesday, start your first batch of bone broth in the slow cooker. The house will smell wonderful, and you'll have plenty for the week ahead. Wednesday, begin with just 2-3 tablespoons of broth mixed into warm water with breakfast. Think of it as adding a splash of milk to your coffee. Just enough to get started. Thursday and Friday, gradually increase to a 1/4 cup if your stomach feels comfortable. Saturday, source your fish heads from a trusted seafood counter. Sunday, make your first fish head broth. It's easier than you think. Week 2, building the habit. Now you're establishing the rhythm that will become second nature. Focus on consistency rather than perfection. Alternate between bone broth and fish head broth every other day. Work up to 1/2 cup per serving, about the size of a standard coffee mug. Start incorporating the broth into meals. Use it to cook rice, add it to vegetable soup, or warm it with a beaten egg for a protein-rich custard. Week 3, finding your sweet spot. By now, your taste buds will have adjusted and you might even find yourself looking forward to your daily broth. Increase to a full cup per day if you're feeling comfortable. Experiment with seasonings, fresh herbs, a squeeze of lemon, or a small pat of butter can make each serving feel special. This is when most people start noticing physical changes. Easier movement, better sleep, or simply feeling more satisfied after meals.
Week 4 and beyond, making it yours.
You've established a routine that works for your schedule and preferences. Consider making double batches and freezing portions for busy weeks. Share your experience with friends. You might inspire someone else to start their own muscle-building journey. Keep a simple journal noting how you feel each week. Many people are surprised by improvements they hadn't even noticed until they look back. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about giving your body consistent, gentle nutrition that supports your strength and vitality for years to come. You're now part of a growing community of seniors who've discovered that building muscle after 60 isn't just possible, it's something you can enjoy. I'd love to hear about your experience as you begin this journey. Drop a comment below and let me know which broth you're planning to try first, or share any questions you might have. Remember, every small step toward better nutrition is an investment in your future independence and vitality. If you found this helpful, please subscribe for more practical advice designed for seniors who want to thrive in their golden years. Until next time, here's to your health and strength.